What is up, everybody? Alright. I totally had taken a shower and was like ready to sit down and stream, and then the contractor who was going to be here yesterday, who didn't show up, showed up. I had just eaten lunch, just taken a shower, and I had to literally go get the ladder, get up on the roof, walk around for an hour, sweat a whole bunch. He'll be back on Saturday to start measuring for the roof expansion here in our house. So I'm a little out of breath, a little sweaty, but we're back. I'm not going to take another shower right away. I'll take one later today. We're going to dive in and do some Guild Wars Reforged and check out some of the updates they've made to this game with the Reforged release, which is not a hang on. This is not a remaster of the game. Essentially what they've done is they've added controller support, they've added Steam Deck support, and they've added some quality of life updates to the game. And then if you already owned even one of the DLCs, you get all of them for free as part of the Reforged package. Or if you don't own it, you could pick it up for, I think, 20 bucks. Now, I own everything. I own all 4 of the expansion. I played the shit out of this game, 20 years ago. I have no desire to play a full playthrough right now, but I definitely wanted to check this out and see what they've done, especially because I get to play it with a controller now, which is so cool. I don't have to play mouse and keyboard anymore. Really cool. That's the thing I'm most excited about, is being able to set up and play this on a controller. So let's see how all this is set up. We're good to go there. We're good to go there. I have a cup of coffee in front of me. I had a really big lunch. And I had a frozen Oreo sandwich, and it was delicious. Frozen Oreo ice cream sandwich. All right, these are my original characters from back in the day. I've got my original Ranger Monk. And then I had looks like an Elementalist Dervish. And then I had a Mesmer. Assassin Mesmer. And then another Ranger Monk. I think this was the one I did maybe, 2 years ago. Or 3 years ago, I jumped on and did what is Guild Wars like in 2023 or whatever. I think that's what that character's from. Anyway, we're going to create a new character from scratch. Yeah, I would not want to try one of my old characters, Major Crime. No way. I'm going to start from scratch. Plus, I mean, I haven't played this game in 20 years. There's no... I don't remember anything. Alright. So it looks like they've given us a cursor with the controller. Prophecies is the base game, right? I better look this up. Because I do not remember the order of things. So I think it was Prophecies, Factions, Nightfall, Eye of the North, I think. Yeah, 2005 Prophecies, 2006 Factions, 2006 Nightfall, 2007 Eye of the North. Yeah, the last time I played this was 2007. So we're going to do Prophecies. Prophecies is the base. Alright, campaign... Ooh, what do I want? I'm almost always a ranger build, and I'm okay with that decision. So I think we're gonna start with ranger like we always do. Rangers specialize in archery, beast mastery. I can say one thing. I don't know if I can change it later. The font size is too small for my old man eyes. I would want to increase. I don't know if there's a UI scaler. We'll get into it here in a bit. Yeah, we're gonna do Ranger. I remember Elementalist being a lot of fun too, but I don't really want to play it for right now because I haven't played in forever. Let's just stick with Ranger. No, hang on. What did you just do there? Ranger. Next. We're gonna go male. Can I turn the character? I could turn it in that, but not on the big screen. By the way, I'm only using the controller right now. I'm not bringing the mouse and keyboard over here at the moment because I do want to see how they've done all the controller updates. But I can scroll in and out. I just can't seem to turn the character. I can only turn the icon. So far it looks like their controller has a lot of cursor stuff, because you can see I've got a cursor on the screen. Oh, that music! Oh my god! I just got fucking goosebumps! Oh my god, this takes me back. I would have been 25 when this game came out. 2005, 25 years old. Jesus. Holy shit. I think we're gonna go with the model look. Oh, do I want a mask? Yes, please. Oh, there's like a body scale thing over here. I don't know how to... Oh, I see. I can like adjust the height, maybe? Oh, that's the maximum? Okay, yeah, let's shrink him down a little bit. I'm okay with that. What's interesting is I'm using controller and it still has mouse and keyboard UI. Even though I'm using a controller. Not a big deal. That's definitely a wonky thing there. I'm assuming if I click this, it's going to bring up the old... Wow, okay, so there does not appear to be a way to choose a name using only the controller. So this is one area where it doesn't look like, you know, I would actually have to use the mouse and keyboard. Hang on, because I got to bring it over here. This game's already out. Yeah, the Reforged launched earlier today. And I don't think I can use any names from before, so we're just going to call this Ren Archer. Must use 2 or more words. Ren... Can I say Ren Archer? How about can we say Renfail Archer? All right. Oh, Jesus, this is still downloading a bunch of stuff? It told me it was done downloading. I don't think the controller stuff looks unfinished. I think they've just chosen to do it a different way. Loading, please wait. No, it's not a reboot. It's not a remaster. It's just Guild Wars with some quality of life features. UI scale, or I don't know about UI scaling. It's got quality of life features added. It has controller support now. It's playable on the Steam Deck, so this is Steam Deck verified. Some quality of life enhancements from over the years. There's a full list over on their website. It is not a reboot. It is not a remaster. It's just a modernized version of the game with some quality of life features, and it's an all-inclusive pack. So if you own one of the DLCs, you get all of them included for a free update. Or if you don't own any of them, you can go out and pick it all up for 20 bucks. It's a separate team made up of ex-ArenaNet developers who have their own game studio specifically working on this project, bringing controller support, Steam Deck support, modern UI, resolution scaling up to, we're playing in different resolutions these days. We're going to get into the game here in a few minutes as soon as it finishes the download. And we'll see if there's any UI scaling, any of that stuff. Deke says, this is the universe telling you to hop back into Arc Raiders. I think I'm going to hop back on Friday or Saturday. Probably Friday, JP. I don't want to play on the weekend. Or Deke, sorry. What's up, JP? I'll probably play some Arc Raiders Friday morning after the Fallout 76 session. Which is... tomorrow's Thursday, so Friday. Because I don't want to play Arc Raiders on the weekend. There's too many kids. The kids are idiots. But I do need to hop on because Dribrom said he has a cat bed for my chicken upgrade. By the way, this download seems to be limited by their servers because those speeds are ridiculously slow. So I'd say their servers are probably getting slammed right now. That is ridiculously slow download. That music, though. Yeah, Deeks, for sure, man. I find that the middle of the morning, early afternoon seems to be pretty good because all of the European no-lifers have gone to bed and all of the North American no-lifers are still at work or school. So 11 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning US, Central Time, up till about 3 p.m. seems to be better. Well, while we're waiting on this to download, I'm going to go check my Instagram and TikTok. Yeah, I would not want to play Arc Raiders at nighttime right now, or on like Saturday morning or Sunday morning because the kids. Ugh. Kids. Ugh. Someone just said. Oh, that's way too much work, Music Mark. Like, no. Thank you, but no thank you. I have no desire to go do a whole bunch of configuration. I still haven't played the Avatar Frontiers of Pandora game. It looked like a lot of fun. I don't remember it ever taking this long when I played 20 years ago. I remember it being pretty quick when it would load these up. I'm assuming it's just taking a while today because their servers are getting slammed because those download rates are nowhere near. This is a 300 down connection and we're barely hitting 100 KB per second. Those are like dial-up speeds. I mean, it's all good. We hang out and chat for a bit. But that makes me chuckle. You know what they ought to do is like, I think like all the old school clients used to do it this way where you could click. There's like an option with like Lord of the Rings Online, EverQuest 2, where you could tell it to do a full download as opposed to a partial download, and then it'll just download everything. There needs to be an option on the actual downloader that says, hey, just do it all so that I don't have to do this right here. This isn't bad if I was getting my actual download speeds, but I'm apparently being limited by whatever server structure they have in place because those are like, yeah, that's dial-up type, like 100. It's like it's dipping down into like 50 KB per second from time to time. It's all good. It gives me a chance to check my TikTok and everything. Also has really good music to listen to while we're downloading. This is a good TikTok while we're sitting here. I'll share this with everybody. You probably want to read it. You're not going to be able to read it. It says, if you received a homemade gift from me this year, please know that halfway through, it was no longer made with love. Oh my god, it's awesome. I'm forwarding that. My favorite is Icewind Dale. But Jeremy Soule has made some really amazing soundtracks over the years. We're getting there. I mean, I've loved all the other games that their team has made. The Division 2, Star Wars Outlaws. I have no doubt that I would love the Avatar game. Question is just, question of time. Great Cat says, can't wait to try this out with the controller. That's what I am doing today, Great Cat. Once we actually load in. 2 hours later. Why would I be playing Lotro? Lotro is on Sunday nights is when I play Lotro. I might have to squeeze it in at some point. I do love all their other games. Yeah, we did some Where Winds Meet a couple weeks back. Not for me. All right, we're almost there. 10 files left. Yay! Look at those 20-year-old graphics.
On the kingdom of Ascalon. It arrives with no fanfare, no tolling of alarms. Those who will remember will speak fondly of the warm morning breeze. People carry on with their daily lives, unaware that in a short while, everything they have ever known will come to an end.
One thing I'd like to do is put the game into full screen, because it's still in windowed mode, I think.
Yes, my lord. These Char are relentless, but we shall hold the wall at all costs. Yes, my lord. Take this message to Sir Titus. Go forth and recruit the strongest, the smartest. Bring to me the bravest in all of Ascalon. Find me the heroes who will lead our kingdom to glory.
As you command, my king.
Can you believe that 20 years ago we thought this was like graphically one of the coolest things ever? And now looking back 20 years ago, I could say this looks like dog shit. But for the times, EverQuest, World of Warcraft. Actually, this is before World of Warcraft. This was 2 years before World of Warcraft, 2 years before EverQuest 2. Okay, first things first. I need to let's tweak some options here. Graphics, let's go full screen if I can. Windowed full screen, no. Let's go full screen. I don't know if this is gonna work. This might make the UI totally really tiny. Oh, that's not too bad. Crank that up to 8. Why it only goes to 2? There we go. Interface size. Here we go. Oh, that does the whole. Ew, no, I don't want to do the whole UI. I just wanted to make some of the subtitles bigger. I don't see anything specifically for subtitles. Alright, gamepad modifier button. I'm not going to touch anything. What is dynamic targeting? I don't know what dynamic targeting is for the gamepad. We may want to use it, but I don't know what it is yet. Okay, back to the controller. Okay, up, down, in, out, turn around, forward, back, left, right. I gotta say, the controls feel really fucking good. Like, that's pretty dope. Jump? No jump. Was there no jump in this game to begin with? I don't remember. Spacebar. No jump. No jump. Alright, all the people who shit all over Tales of the Shire for not including a jump button, I want to hear you bitching and moaning about this game not having jump. Otherwise, you can fuck off back to Reddit. Oh, this game sucks because there's no jump button. Guild Wars, no jump button. It's not a real game if it doesn't include a jump button. Alright, this feels pretty good. How are they doing the attacks? I need to look at this really quick. Toggle, show targets and others. Okay. Toggle cursor mode, that gives me the mouse cursor. Well, EverQuest had jump back in the day. And then attacks, it looks like they've got it split into LT, A, B. Why do they do it that way? A, B, X, Y? That's a weird way to do it. I would have gone A, X, Y, B, but okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, most RPGs didn't have jump back in the day for sure. How do I get to inventory? That's map. This gets me here. I can see. So essentially what they've done for the controller is they've given us a cursor. Okay. Did someone in chat just say they're jumping in for the first time? Let me go find that. Greg's Music on YouTube says, "Woot! Can't wait to check this out for the first time." Honestly, you're in for a treat. Like, if you're playing this for the first time, it's gonna, obviously it looks a little dated by modern standards, but it is fully voiced, like main characters and cutscenes and stuff, and it has hundreds of hours of entertainment across the DLCs. You can play it with your friends or not, because you can have NPCs join your party. When you start off, you'll notice over on the right-hand side it says 1 of 2. I can have 2 people in my party, but as you level up, you can add more people to your party. I think you can have 8 people in your party by the time you're level 20, which is max level. Like, so you could have yourself and 7 NPCs, which is pretty wild. The NPCs are never going to be as good as like other players, but it's still it's doable. Like, you could still play pretty good. So that would be an interact button to other players. Okay. Town Crier. So there's a difference between an NPC, which is the A button, and an NPC, which is the X button. Excuse me, you're Renfail Archer, aren't you? I think Sir Titus was looking for you. He said he had some good news for you. Well, guess what? I like good news. One more thing we need to do. Menu. Options. Sound. Yeah, we need to crank all this up. Music, I think we can... I really would love controller support in Lotro as well. Sir Titus. There you are, my friend. I'm glad you're here. I have news I think you'll appreciate. I should say it's not fully voiced. I may have misspoke earlier. What I meant was, there are many cutscenes in this game that are fully voiced. This is not fully voiced. This is old school walls of text. Travel to the southwest gate to go to Lakeside Country. From there, you can meet Artemis the Ranger, who can show you a trick or two. I remember this. We got to go outside, and they're going to be by the river, I think. Look at all the pretty people. Look at all these people. Holy shit. Oh my god. That's hilarious. Oh, let's hide all those names. I don't need to see all that. That's nuts, dude. That's hilarious. Ranger. I'm just doing my old Ranger for sure. And if I remember correctly, I always took the monk subclass because that allows you to heal. Artemis the Ranger. You must be an aspiring ranger. Alright, then let's get started. Give you some hands-on experience with a bow, but keep in mind that this profession requires a diverse skill set. You'll have the opportunity to learn how to set traps, gain an animal companion, and use nature rituals to alter the battlefield. There's a horde of scale by the river that have been hunting human prey to feed to their queen. This is going to teach me Power Shot and Troll Ungent. Yeah, Ranger Monk was my main back in the day. We were actually looking at my main characters earlier. Do you get XP for killing mobs? I don't remember. Yes. Hashtag worth it to kill these. And thank God for auto fire. You little shits. Trying to run away from me. Oh, like we see the XP bar up there. Ooh, a longbow. 3 to 5, 4 to 6. That's definitely better. I don't remember what types of pets there are. Return to Artemis. I wonder if there's an auto run. Yep. Left click the thumbstick. There's my auto run. Very nice. I gotta say, if I had a Steam Deck, I could imagine this being a pretty fun game to play on a Steam Deck because you're not worried about the graphics on a handheld, right? There's so many like retro looking games on like the handhelds. Haverzin should be here in a moment if you desire further guidance. Alright, I got 2 abilities. She said Haverzin. Should be here in a minute, she said. There he is. You're the ranger Sir Titus was telling him about, aren't you? I'd imagine he's right that you've got potential, but potential won't save you from a firestorm. Experience well. You should head southwest to Ashford and talk to Devona. She's bound to have a task or 2 for you. There's also 2 quests over here. Do your adventuring with an ally. I'll give you a signet that can resurrect fallen party members. Oh, that's like forming a party with another player. I don't care about other players. I left my flute by the river, but there's scary monsters. Can you go kill them and bring my flute back? I sure can, kid. That's right, the Xbox Ally X. Alright, I need to figure out what these abilities do. So where is a way to look? Power shot, and then that gives me a regen. How do I see quests? Yeah, I don't care about that. How do I untrack that? Gwen's flute. On the other side of the river. Okay. So the auto run is a little finicky. Other side of the river. I don't think we can go any further that way. So when she said other side of the river, she might have meant over here. Oh wow, yeah, this is so old school where we've got like linear zones where you can't like climb up the walls and stuff. Ha 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 ha. Old school level design, man. Gwen's flute. God, that music. Yeah, you can't jump off either. There's colliders everywhere. Look at that. Collider, 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 collider. It won't let me go down at all. Ah! Hey, there's the flute. Alright, let's go back to the kid. Alright. Why does she have an exclamation point to follow me? I wasn't paying attention. I clicked too quickly. I mean, it's really old, but for the time, yeah, it was a beautiful game. Menu options. Alright, I think we need to head... Follow the road southwest from town to Ashford. Oh, I'm gonna need more coffee, I think. Is this an MMO? I mean, yes, but no. It's a single player game with an online setting that you can play with other people if you want to, but you can also play by yourself with NPC companions. You do not need to play with other people if you don't want to. I don't remember how to... I think you have to hire the companions in specific locations. Why is this kid following me? I mean, I told her to, but at the same time... Where's my health? There it is. That costs energy. The music in this game is killer, and it does have some... For the times, and again, it is dated. It's a 20-year-old game at this point, but the world building was amazing for the times that it was built in. Can we zoom in and out of the map? Nope. No, and I think that's the thing is like they are betting on the fact that. So, for example, look at the way that the water is coming down over the top of that boulder. Right? That's just a texture. By today's standards, that's nothing fancy. By 2005 standards, holy shit, that was mind-blowing. Because I can remember coming from EverQuest, where, you know, we had water. It wasn't that impressive looking. And then you see this, and you're like, oh my god, that's like groundbreaking graphics. But if you look at one of the target audiences for this Reforged update is the Steam Deck audience. People who have a handheld device. This game on a handheld looks just like a huge amount of the indie games that have been developed in the last 5 years. So this game is going to have, I would bet that this game's going to find a huge audience of new players on handhelds, for sure. Devona, my dear, you are hot. I don't like blondes, but you know. I'm glad you've come. I can't seem to shake the feeling there's trouble on the horizon. I'm glad to have your help when it arrives. Yeah, this is definitely pure nostalgia, for sure. I've heard talk from among the townsfolk of unsettling rumors coming from Mirek the Scribe. Could you go to Ashford Abbey to the north and ask him about it? Ashford Abbey to the north. I totally forgot to go get another cup of coffee. That music though is just takes me back, children, when I was a young pup. I remember these fields have like some giant worms that pop up or something. Yeah, there they are. I remember the worms. How long is this kid gonna follow me for? Ah, there's the worms. I remember the worms. I don't remember when you get the animal companion. Around the time as the same original Fable? I think so, yeah. God, I can't wait to play the new Fable and it's coming out this upcoming year. I think this is where you get the monk subclass too. I've been delving into the. I leave the delving into dungeons to others. To my mind, uncover the secrets of ancient texts. Excitement. How may I help you? I want to talk to you about the rumors. See, I wish I could make this bigger. Let me go back into the UI. I don't want to scale the whole UI, but I would like to scale mission goals. Can I just drag that bigger? Dialogue 2, there it is. Hang on. Gosh damn it. And there's probably, I wish there was a way to reset this. Undo changes. There is. Where did that go? How about we unselect? Okay. That didn't do what I wanted it to do. That just hid everything. Undo changes. Input guide. Where the heck is dialogue 2? Let's just get that out of the way. Dialogue 1. I don't know where you're at. Oh, here they are. Dialogue 1, Dialogue 2. They're like stacked on top of each other. I don't know if this is going to actually make... Oh, damn it. Nope, stop. You're moving. You shouldn't be moving when I'm inside of a dialogue window. Whatever. And then Where was the other one I moved down here? Mission goals, I guess move that back up here. I don't know if that's going to do what I wanted to do. I wanted to, like, make those specific things bigger. Okay. That's not doing what I wanted it to do. I don't think I have other plans. Just give me a second here. Quest log. Unsettling rooms. Deliver the message to Armin Samberlin. Use your map to travel to Ascalon City quickly. However, I can also talk to him to already start the monk subclass. Okay, now this is where I need to like move things around. Because I don't want those on my primary hotbar. How can I move these? Aha! I have figured it out. Although it didn't. How do I move smiting prayers? You know what? To make this the same? Yeah, I should do it like that. So then I have... Okay. Welcome to the catacombs. All right, I'm going to grab another cup of coffee before we do this next part, everybody. I will be right back. Sky over on Twitch is asking if anybody in chat has tried this on Steam Deck. So we're obviously streaming on Twitch, Kick, TikTok, and YouTube right now. So if anybody has any Steam Deck updates, feel free to drop them in chat. I am playing on PC, so I'm not sure. So earlier we were talking about you can have people in your party. So you notice I have Paulus the Abbot is now in my party as a party member. And we are helping him. As you level up, you can add more people to your party. Up to, I believe it's a total of 8 people, if I remember correctly. God, I said I wasn't going to do a full playthrough of this. I don't know. I don't know. The lure of the nostalgia is pretty tight. I don't remember how to heal other party members. Hang on, dude. Paul. I think we have to heal him. Hang on, what just happened? Stop, Paulus! Dude! Yeah, we need to keep him healed. I think that's part of the quest. But he's not... Oh, that's right! This is poison! I forgot! This is poison! We're running through poison right now. Paulus! Dude, stop! Stop. No, we're not ready. Stop, dude. Stop. No, don't start running! Don't start running, you dumbass! Oh my god! I'm not healed either. Oh, Jesus. This is not good. So I will say this is a little wonky on the controller, this part right here, because it's not always healing him. It's sometimes healing me. I'm resorting back to the mouse for this part. Like, there's definitely some wonkiness to this. Maybe it's distance based. Oh, I think it's distance based rather. Maybe it's not wonkiness. It's just he was too far away. If he's too far away, it defaults to heal me. All right, never mind. It's not controller wonkiness. It's user error on my part. Yeah, Great Cat. It was definitely some lengthy download. Well, not the download itself. I downloaded yesterday, and then the patch today was like 5 minutes, if that. What is taking a lot of time is when I loaded into the game and I was coming into Ascalon City, we were on stream. That took like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And our download speeds were like 50 to 100 KB per second, which is like dial-up speeds. So definitely their servers are getting slammed here. Yeah, Poppins, I feel old. Just, yes, this makes me feel old. Hang on, there was a quest over here. Oh, Necromancer, if you're just going to teach me how to be a Necromancer, I don't want to do this quest. We'll come back to that later. That's a... quest for the catacombs. Yeah, Neo Corruptor, exactly. Oh my god, great cat. That's hilarious. So not only is it taking us back in time 20 years for the nostalgia of a 20-year-old game, it's also having us download the game at 20-year-old download speeds. So not only do we get the nostalgia of the music and the 20-year-old graphics, it's like having internet from 20 years ago. I'm fucking dying over here. That's hilarious. Oh my god. Doesn't matter how good our internet is, they're gonna make us they're gonna make us have that 20-year-old. It's make sure your mom doesn't make sure no one's on the phone, make sure nobody calls while you're playing, kids. Don't want to interrupt the modem. I remember at one point when I was playing EverQuest 2, I had two phone lines. I had one phone line that was dedicated to play EverQuest 2, and I had another phone line that was for my business, so that no one could interrupt my calls. So it's like the one line I never touched that was just for the modem. Oh, it's hilarious. You have shown you could be a monk. Taking monk as a secondary profession gives you access to all the monk skills and allows you to train in healing prayers, protection prayers, and spiny prayers, but you must still bear the armor of your primary profession. Once you make this commitment, you will not be able to change your mind, nor will you have the opportunity to try other professions you see. If you prefer them, do you wish to make this commitment? Yes, I have no problem being a monk. In the background. Actually, I don't remember. I remember being a monk, ranger monk in the first one. I don't know that I want to do monk as a secondary now. Maybe I'll wait until later. Oh my god. I feel old. Oh my goodness. Way to kick me right in the childhood. Oh my goodness. Oh god. Oh man. Okay. I need to go back to the city, I think. Unsettling rumors. Use your map to travel to Absalon City quickly. Travel. Alright, so we are back in the city. Down over in here.
45 hurts us, precious.
Great grim news from Devona. Clan of Grawl has swept north into the woods and into Lakeside County. Great side quest. We're not going to do that quite yet. The other one for me is, you've got mail. Because AOL was our primary provider for years. Grave news indeed. I hope he's mistaken about this. Dwayne, preserve us if this information is accurate. We must not lose this fight. Alright, this is what I don't know in terms of taking on a second profession. It's been so long since I've played. I remember Ranger Monk. We actually were looking at my main characters from all the years ago at the beginning of this stream, and I know Ranger Monk was my main from years ago, but I almost feel like that would probably still be a good idea for a solo perspective. But you also get the party members. I don't even see Assassin on here. I know I have an Assassin character because he was at the character creation. But I don't think that's Prophecies. I think that was like fact. That was a different. That was a different. I don't remember how to do Assassin. Yeah, I have an Assassin main on the character creation screen, but I don't remember being able to. I don't think that's a Prophecies character. But it might be from a different expansion. I don't remember. Well, to be honest with you, let's just go Monk for now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Assassin is like is like if you have to start a new character from the other. I don't think it could be a Prophecies character. If I'm not mistaken, I think you could do. I think you could break down items to make. You know, I should put my heals over here. Oh, there's also attributes? Shit. I'm not going to spend any attribute points yet because I want to wait till I get an animal companion. I don't remember how to level up the classes. Is it based on use of abilities? I don't remember. Yeah, I downloaded yesterday and then patched this morning. It was like a 5-minute patch. Oh shit, he gave me some new abilities. I didn't see what they did. I need to investigate these. 33% back to the source. So it's like a damage shield. Hold up, I need to redo these. That's a toggleable damage shield. And that's a damage over time. And it is a AoE. Hits foes adjacent to your initial location. It's a AoE? Everybody's over here fighting skeletons. Ouch. Okay, I'm getting hit by multiple targets here. Doesn't specifically say what I need to do, unless it's just kill all the skeletons. That was it. Oh, I'm playing with a controller. It's fucking awesome. I wouldn't have come back to try this if it was mouse and keyboard only. The only reason I'm even trying this is because of the controller support. I'm lucky in that I only had 4 characters from back in the day, Great Cat, so I still had 4 character slots. Alright, I want more ranger abilities because I really want to get my pet. I want to get a pet, and I don't remember how to do that. Okay. Now we can go back. Because I have way more priest abilities all of a sudden than I do on the... There you go. Paint flames on your laptop to make the download go faster. Ander says you can redistribute attributes in town anytime you want. Okay. There's been a lot of stuff I don't remember about this game at all. Don't forget the racing stripes. Yeah, I need to go find... I don't remember how to level up all the different characters. Like... If I remember correctly, it's been so long since I played, because you have 2 professions. I don't remember how the professions level up. If it's based on use of the abilities, or if it's based on quests for the NPCs. I just don't remember. Go talk to Sir Titus. Path to glory. Before you join us, keep in mind you'll have to say goodbye to all the comforts of Ascalon City. Out there beyond the walls, our lives will be in constant danger. This text is so fucking tiny. I need to be able to make this bigger. Like, I can't read the red text. It's all, like, blurry to me. I need glasses, kids. These are not prescription glasses. This is, I'm, as soon as our grandniece goes home for the Christmas holidays, I'm supposed to go work on getting a prescription. But I can't read that red text. Once we leave, there will be no turning back, I think is what the first one says. And the second one says, if you've unfinished business, then tend to it before we go. Oh my god! How can I make that bigger? What element of the UI is that? I don't feel the need to make the rest of the UI bigger, though. Yeah, that's like, I think I have some other quests I can do. Trouble in the Woods. Yeah, there is an interface thing, Mochi, but I haven't figured it out yet. Like, I haven't figured out what each individual box does. And, like, there's a global one that makes it all bigger, and I don't want it to all be bigger, so I haven't figured it all out yet. It's all good. Ah! Here we go. Seek out Master Ranger Nente in Regent Valley. Follow the road southwest from town. That's the one I want. Because I want ranger abilities. How close can you go? Yes, but can you change the angle? No. I think we have to follow the road here. Yeah, back in the day, I used to make a good chunk of money in my early career as a writer. There used to be a game site called killerguides.com, I think is what it was called. Yeah, Great Cat. That's why I'm trying to go do the ranger quest right now, because I want my pet as soon as possible. Once I have my pet, I'll feel like I can go do other stuff. I had a best-selling EverQuest 2 guide for the Shadow Odyssey X-Pack DLC, and then I had 2 best-selling guides for Lord of the Rings Online for the Minstrel and the Lore Master. And I made about $2,000, I think it was about $2,000 a month in commissions from those. Plus they paid me an upfront fee. But I brought in about $20,000 in commissions from those over the course of like a year-ish. That was great when I was getting going as a writer. Free XP, baby. At some point, I'm going to have to go sell here as well. Off we go. I don't even think Killer Guides is a thing anymore. there's a bunch of scorpions here. You know, it's having me recast. Is that every time? I think that might be every time I go into a new zone, I have to recast that. I remember at some point all of this stuff is useful for like crafting or something. Look how slow you kill monsters. This definitely feels old school right here. Like, this part of the game feels 20 years old. Like, we'll have a really, really long auto attack with a handful of abilities that you can use in between. Really slow regen. What they want you to do is they want you to have, you know, we're going to get a pet. Eventually you'll get a companion. I think I could just run by these. I don't think they're actually attacking me. What I don't remember is what I need to sell versus what I need to... Because I don't remember how the deconstruction works or crafting or anything. But I remember crafting being a pretty big deal for my characters. It is going, Envy. If you're serious about your studies, I can teach you the basics of beast mastery. The care of an animal companion is one of your most valuable skills. Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay, level 3. Choose a shrine of... Okay, so if you're concerned, I'll give you a skill to allow you to charm an animal. However, it would not be fitting so close to a shrine of Melandru to charm just any creature. Along the path, you'll find a shrine. You may find a rare cat by the name of Melandru's Stalker. If you could charm one of these... I can. You have given me a whole bunch of new abilities. Alright, I am gonna break down here and... Where is... See, it keeps resetting the anti-aliasing to 2 times instead of 8 times. I'm not sure what's going on there. Whatever. Where is the... Where is... I gotta remember where the master UI scaler was. Because I want to rescale everything up. This is starting to get annoying to me. Field of view. Where can I scale the UI? Ah, interface size. Normal, large. I think the better solution for me and my old man eyes is to make all the UI a little bit bigger and then scale down the elements that I don't care about. Like, I don't need the mini-map to be that fucking big, right? But I do want the text larger. That feels much better. That's much better. And then I can, like, scale down the individual elements. Nope, 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 nope. Stop, stop. Mini-map. Right? And then, like, move that up over here. That works. Okay. It's prompting me to spend attribute points. I don't really want to spend attribute points at the moment. I'm going to put them all into Beast Mastery because I'm going to get a pet here soon. that is the leveling thing is over because I scaled everything up. We're gonna have to move some stuff around. Something like that for now. That's fine. Okay. Find the shrine, ever statue. Oh, I need one more thing. Charm animal, comfort animal. Your pet gains health or res your pet. Okay. Well, we're supposed to go find... And because this is an old game, we have to follow the road. We're not allowed to just jump over the landscape. Linear! It is a blast from the past. Yep. As long as none of these are attacking me, I'm just going to ignore them. Sometimes the music reminds me a little bit of a Dungeon Siege. Like the OG Dungeon Siege as well. Find the shrine. Which I did. Use your charm animal skills on one of the stalkers. How do I target it? Do I have to do it like this? When it appears. Well, technically I saw them, but how does that work? Oh, I have to get closer to them. I see. Did Jeremy Searle do Dungeon Siege as well? That's probably why I'm remembering the music. Alright, level 5 pet. Return to the Master Ranger for your reward. I have no clue. I just started trying it out with the controller, so I have no tips or anything. Sorry, I literally just started, so... the pet does not appear to attack, it just defends. So it's defending me against this target. You see how much faster we kill mobs now? That's a big difference, having a pet, man. It definitely appears to be... Once I shoot, it then goes and attacks. I am going Beastmaster all the way, kids. Give me all the pet abilities with a Meow Meow kitty. Alright, well I don't need to kill random mobs because we're not getting very much XP from those, but I just wanted to see what the difference in kill rate was once you get the pet. That's very, very... expedited compared to the normal kill rate, which is great. I do like the fully customizable UI. Obviously, I need to take some time to like customize things, but now I'm remembering this a little bit more. If I remember correctly, I think there are different abilities tied to different trainers. I think that's how you do it. If I remember correctly now, you have to go seek out the different trainers to find the abilities. If anybody remembers, correct me on that in chat. But I'm thinking like if you wanted to learn additional ranger abilities, you have to go seek out the ranger trainers. I don't think it's a level up system. It has been so very long since I played. Yeah, so there's like, if you go down here in a menu, there is a complete layout of all the UI. And so there's a master UI scaler, but then you can go in here and click each individual component and like resize them. You gotta hunt the skills. Yeah, I remember that now. I don't know what dynamic targeting is. I'm gonna turn it on to see what happens. Party members. Health bar, energy bar, skill bar. I don't see any way to like scale this party member window. Shit, and I just closed it down. How do I bring it back? I don't remember how to bring that back. Ah, it's Alt-P. That's the only window I don't see that I can scale. There's the clock, but not... This one doesn't seem to have a scalable... I think it just depends on where I want this. Okay. Do I have any other quests? Alright, I'm slowly like getting like the UI reset and other stuff. Figure this out eventually. Adventure with an ally, which is never going to happen. Alright, Trouble in the Woods. That's where we're going to go next. These stupid UI elements overlapping because... So, I will say there is some wonkiness once you decide to scale the UI, because it starts to stack elements when you make it bigger. Which is mildly annoying. I'll have to keep resizing and moving things around. You know, something else I could totally move out of the way is going to be this thing right here. The experience bar. Let's just not even have that up there. Let's have that be like down here. Because I really don't care. We must hunt for the skills. Is this Guild Wars 1? It's everything. I own all the things from 20 years ago. So we started, because this is Reforged, I started with the first campaign, because why not? I don't remember how to play the game. I don't remember anything about the game. So we decided to start with a Prophecies character. But we were looking at the characters at the beginning of the stream, and I have characters in each one of the DLCs. Eye of the North was my favorite, which was the fourth one they did. But Prophecies was also a lot. I think Prophecies was the one that was like Egyptian themed. I don't know. It's been 20 years since I played this game. The only reason I decided to even pop on and try this was because they added controller support. And I said, well, heck, if you're going to give me controller support, I will try it out. I think I'm about full in inventory. Yeah, Nightfall was the Egyptian one. Okay, not Prophecies then. South of the bridge. Oh no! Come back, Devona! Well, we're gonna go help her. And she had other quests. Oh, my kitty cat just growled. Let's... Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Ah, I got a little greedy. Time until res. Oh, my kitty cat is still going. How come she's not doing squat back there? Alright. I wonder... They've never closed this game. This game has never been shut down. This game has always been... It's been alive and well, and it's never been shut down. Where... What? It's never been shut down. And also, it's not NCSoft, it's ArenaNet. And it's actually not ArenaNet who did this remake. Not even a remake. This is the... It's a team of ex-developers who used to work at ArenaNet who were hired to create this version of the game. I will warn Rourke of this threat. Thank you for your aid. Tithe? Okay, there was also another quest over here by the side of the barn. I think this is another instance, by the way, of like an old school game that does not have a clearly defined main quest. Oh yeah, here's the worm quest. Alright, I don't need the charm animal spell. How do I get rid of that off the hotbar? Oh, I can't remove them when I'm in. I have to be in a town. That's right. Acquire or devour egg. I also gotta remember where to like sell. Oh, that's right. You can have additional bags. Ah, and like belts and stuff. It's coming back to me. Yeah, and aren't there like yeah, there's energy sets. Yeah, common crafting material. That's what I remember. I remember some of these being like crafting mats. In the Devourer Cave. Okay. I have finished my coffee. I need more. I want more. I don't need more. I've already had plenty of coffee today. Might have to go up and around. You can see the city in the distance. Take me back to Epsilon City. Duke Gavin. There, you look like a sturdy ranger. I've tasked my man Fadden here with retrieving devourer eggs from the cave yonder. However, he appears to be unmanned. Keep the devourers away from Fadden while he does the job for which he's been paid. Okay, let's go do this. Okay, as long as he doesn't like run off. One of the things that I'm going to have to be careful of though is getting overwhelmed by enemies, because what happened a minute ago was all the char were attacking me. I need to figure out if there's a way to send my pet in. I don't know if there's a way to like, if there is, I'm going to have to figure out how to map that to my controller. Matter of fact, let's go into the options really quick. Command Hero 1. That's for all my heroes. What about companions? Like animal companion. I gotta figure out how to do that. Hang on, I gotta deal with a cat really quick. I'll be right back. I gotta figure out how to do the pet stuff. Give me a second here. I'm gonna go Google stuff. How to open... Ah, here we go. Actions like attack my target, return to me, etc. No. How do I do this? No. How do I open the window? You must be at level... Okay, you must be at least level 5 to have access to pet commands. So I have to level up first. That's why I can't do it yet, because I'm still only level 3. Okay. Right? Maybe that's for Guild Wars 2. There's some conflicting information on the internet. The pet control panel gives your pet 3 orders: lock, target, guard, or heal. Lock, target, guard, or heal. Shows you your pet's health. There's conflicting information about when you get this. So I'm genuinely curious about how that works. But there is some conflicting information on the internet that you don't get access to it until level 5. So we'll see, because I'm on level 3 now. Yeah, exactly. It's been 20 years since I've played as well, so I have no clue. Someone said, "Oh, I've never seen a TikTok live before." Well, now you have, but we're not just live on TikTok. We're live on TikTok, Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. Multi-streaming in 4 different places like we do every single day. We're in the second stream of the day right now, playing Guild Wars Reforged. Primary channel is YouTube and Twitch. Everything in between happens on YouTube. We just started streaming to Kick and TikTok about 6 weeks ago. Yeah, about 6 weeks ago. If you prefer the horizontal format, you can watch in Kick, Twitch, or YouTube. If you want to watch vertical format, you can watch on TikTok. But we are live in all the places. This is the day job. I play a lot of games, so make sure you follow along all the socials, Discord, etc. We start every morning with the main stream at 4 a.m. Central on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. Play for about 4 hours every single morning, then we come back in the afternoons for another few hours. We are in the afternoon stream right now, about 2 hours in. Welcome aboard. There's an egg. Alright. He got that one. Ooh, a hidden stash. Frost artifact. Come on, buddy. More eggs over here. Alright, how many does he need, I wonder? Hang on, guys. I have a cat who is like scratching at my door, but the problem is I have some like foam on the bottom of the door and she's destroying it. Hang on. It's 4 o'clock and she's being a little obnoxious because she wants dinner. And dinner is not for another 30 minutes, so... As soon as I get out of this area, I will go feed all the cats. God, there's no area loot. This feels old school, looting one object at a time. How many does he need? Oh, back to the Duke. He's running off without me. Boy, you really have to pay attention to the NPCs because they're a little suicidal in this game. I'll give you a couple eggs for your trouble. I happen to be in a jovial mood at the moment. I don't know what eggs are good for. Quest item. What is the quest? There we go. Take the devour eggs to Pitney. That's right, we gotta go back. Can I travel back to Ashford? No, that takes me back to the Abbey. Yeah, their servers are getting slammed. I downloaded mine yesterday, so today's patch was only like 5 minutes. So my pet does not defend me. He definitely only attacks if I attack. I'm definitely gonna have to figure out how to control the pet. Am I doing a full image of the game? Is that a mistype? I think you might be asking, am I doing a whole playthrough of the game? I don't plan to. I have way too many other games that I'm playing for the month of December, but I will admit I'm having fun. Sometimes it just depends too, though. It's like if traffic is good and we've got lots of people watching, I will always strike while the hammer's hot. So we got a good audience tonight. We'll see if we get another good audience tomorrow. As long as people are tuning in and I'm having fun and the audience is having fun, I'm always happy to continue doing things. But I'm also actively playing Fallout 76, Elder Scrolls Online. Guild Wars is a let's try it since it's out and fresh in everybody's mind. Oh, you're asking full image. Oh, for the download thing. Never mind. Yeah. The worm problem. Come on, my field's this way. But I'll probably, personally, I'll probably play this over the next few days just to, get the nostalgia out of my system. But I also just started Gran Turismo 7 a few days ago. I haven't played my Cyberpunk playthrough in 3 or 4 days. We're currently playing Elder Scrolls Online Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays in the morning. Fallout 76 Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I need to play an Arc Raider session probably Friday. And then Sunday we're going to do Destiny 2. Oh, hang on. We're going to have to deal with, like... Yeah, we gotta get rid of this wolf first. I don't know how to switch targets. Other than I think it's based on facing the target. He's a follow-up. Someone has stolen my prize Moa bird. Could you be willing to find my poor bird and bring her back from the catacombs? Cool. Well, this will allow me to go in here. Where we should be safe. For the moment. And I am going to take a few minute AFK to feed all my cats. So we will be back shortly, everybody. Level cap is still 20, correct? I forgot how to hire NPCs. I think you have to find them specifically in towns and hire them. I don't remember. My companion is missing. Like, I remember there being, like, NPCs that you could specifically find in town. There, my pet's back. Okay. This lady over here had a couple of quests. Well, one now, because one of them was the necromancer. Place candles on the 4 stands. Alright, we got 2 quests in here. Yeah, I don't remember where they're at. I remember them like being visible, Great Cat. I just don't remember how or where. Alright. I have until Chris jumps in and tells me that it's time to go to the park with our grannies to go play. So she says she's cleaning chicken coop and duck stuff right now, and then she's gonna take a shower, and then I think after that we're going to the park. So I might have about another hour. We'll see how long we go. Thanks for sharing the live over on TikTok, Captain Goon. Appreciate it. Someone has asked, how am I finding this? It's fine. I will have an early thoughts video out later tonight on YouTube, so stay tuned for that. And I will be playing more of this tomorrow. You know, there might not be any pre-searing Great Cat. I think it might only be after you do the thing with the king. I'd forgotten all about that. It might only be after. Which behooves me, I may need to just get past this and go to the searing. I don't remember what the purpose of going through all this was, like, other than just to, like, be a completionist. I may need to go down. Oh, that might be a few. Heal! Oh, my inventory's full. Dead bow. What is my current damage? 4 to 6. Ah, it's the same as the one I have. I probably need to boogie out of here if I've got a full inventory. can't. I mean, I could equip it, but it doesn't do anything for me at the moment. What is this? Honestly, I think my quest is leading me over in the other place. I think we need to go over and down. Yeah, you have to re-download each individual thing, correct? Okay. Here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. And this is poison water. I gotta remember that. What if my pet takes damage in the poison water? Looks like he might. Yeah, energy is definitely going to be an issue. Inventory is full. Shit, I gotta move. That stuff does a ton of damage. Yeah, we'll come back to that in a minute. Those are the things I need to light, I think. However, I didn't know what I was looking for at the beginning. Now I do. Let's heal up. There's a mosquito in my room. Alright, there was one here. One here. Fourth one over here that I somehow missed. There it is. Alright, now I need to get the prize Moa bird. I don't remember if there is a reason to do all these quests pre-searing other than to just get more levels, but I don't remember if there's anything you miss if you just go straight to the searing, and it's just been too long. My memory is, I feel like Gandalf and Moria. I have no memory of this. The halfling's leaf has failed my brain. uh, Damn you, halfling leaf. Level 4. Beast Mastery, please. I mean, honestly, hang on. Bitch, please. There's some wonkiness to the camera angles in here for sure. Ain't no keystrokes that I have to remember because I'm on the controller. Definitely pick up these in favor of the other ones. Yeah, I can avoid getting hit by those ads. No, I think one of them might. No, he didn't follow me. We're good. Here's the Moa bird. I think. Find Pitney's Pride. Oh shit, we've got ads. Pit fiends. Well, crypt fiends, whatever. Ooh, that's a better bow than what I'm using. Okay, hold that thought. Water wand, drop that. Horn bow. Because my bow is 4 to 6. And that is 6 to 8. I'll take it. Well, unfortunately, that bird has been sacrificed, I think. At least that's the corpse of it. Let's just boogie out Abbey. I don't remember at what point crafting becomes a thing. But I do need to find a place to sell right now. Can I sell? Are you a merchant? Can I sell to you? Yes. Stop. Stop! Sell. Okay, so I have to... Yeah, I'm just gonna sell everything for now. Some of it won't sell. A new build of Guild Wars is available. They've already done a hotfix. ¿Cómo se llama este juego, Derek? Este es Guild Wars. Es un videojuego que tienen 20 años de edad, pero hoy se lanzan una versión nueva, se llama Guild Wars Reforged. Y por la primera vez tiene una versión que puede jugar con controlador, pero también con un Steam Deck, si tienes un Steam Deck. Y tiene muchas actualizaciones por sistemas modernos, como la habilidad de configurar la optimización de la pantalla. Por ejemplo, aquí puedes configurar en las opciones todas las piezas individuales de la menú, de la UI, y puedes cambiar tamaño simplemente como una ventana de normal, ¿no? Ya puedes dar clic y drag como así y moverlos. Entonces son muchas actualizaciones por sistemas modernos. La adición de controlador o control, ¿es controller? No es controlador, Dios mío. De un control. De hecho, no sé cómo se llama. Controlador. Pero es Guild Wars. Se lanzan hace 20 años. Se llama Control simplemente en español. Ok, gracias. Estoy olvidando. No, estoy en PC. De hecho, no sé si hay versiones de console por este videojuego. Creo que solo es de PC. Pero estoy usando mi control de Xbox Series X. También este es disponible en Steam, si quieres jugar con Steam. Pero esta es la versión que lanzan hoy. Y gracias por el nombre de control. No, I don't want to move that. I just want to move this window. There we go. Okay, Pitney. Let's turn into you. I got a sword and a smiting staff of shelter. What's the next quest? Necromancers. Oh, I think I was right at the Necromancer. I forgot to turn in before I left. Hay un mosquito aquí. Alright, got some XP. We got some additional gear to sell. That's why I just started with the Prophecies campaign max one, because it was like, I haven't played this since it was out 20 years ago. I don't remember anything. I was like, I might as well just start with like the base campaign and go from there. But this is where I'm going to be completely lost, because I don't remember how much of you need to do. I'm going to go look this up right now, actually. Guild Wars Prophecies storyline. Yeah, this whole area is the tutorial, essentially. Yeah. The pre-Syrian. Move, trade, learn how to buy, fight, sell things, go on quests, choose your secondary profession. And then once we start off the Syrian, that's when we start the real things. And that's when we get into the actual storyline. Okay, yeah. Here's where I'm looking at the wiki right now for all the storylines. Because it has been a minute. Because once you get into the main storyline is when there's lots of, like, cut scenes with voiceovers. Because this is all counts. I'm not going to spend too much time in the tutorial then, to be honest with you. Matter of fact, I do have to check where Chris is at, because I don't want to end up getting... I don't want to start something if I'm going to have to go to the park in a little bit, because we have to go take our grandniece to the park here in a bit. I do get a skill point for the tithe. I'm gonna have to kill that thing. I remember this just being this idyllic environment that you can explore around it, because once the Char attack, it gets really dark really quick. Everything goes to shit. I'm definitely not going to try to level up to 20 in pre-Syrian. We're going to do a handful of these quests, but I'm probably not going to start the Syrian tonight, because I'm gonna have to step away here in a bit whenever Chris gives me the all clear, and I don't want to get into I don't want to be in the middle of like a cutscene action sequence when I need to step away to go take our niece to the park. So we'll save that for tomorrow. Those guys just wandered by? What the heck? Oh, I see. So you can also have that show you like the names of all of the locations as well. And the signposts. Jesus, I should have had that turned on before. Talk to Graston the Protector. There's a whole bunch of quests here. All right. Time. No, no, no. Both of these want me to return to Devona. Yeah, in the early days of the game. Yeah. I remember, this was one of the first games that did it in a way where, like, you had a finite place and you couldn't go back. Because they did that with Cataclysm in World of Warcraft. And that shook a lot of people as well. But I was like, bitch, I've already been through the Syrian. This is nothing. Just roll with it. It's part of the story. I don't want to go forward. I want to stay here forever. That's what alts are for. Now, said I got a skill point from them. How does that work? I don't see that I have a skill point available. Oh, I have to go back to a town or outpost to spend those. There we are. Okay. Cause a knockdown if target foe is attacking. Oh, I didn't notice that before. Please exit and run the program again. A new build is available. It's like, hey man, there's been a hotfix. Chop chop. Yeah, relearning this stuff is the most important thing because I think many of us haven't played in many years. All right. I'm going to go record my early thoughts video, folks, on this game and get that published on YouTube. So if you're watching on TikTok, Kick, or Twitch right now, get on over to the YouTube channel because everything in between the streams happens over there. And there's about to be an early thoughts video published in about the next 30 minutes. I got to record it, upload it, give it a thumbnail, and push it out on YouTube. And then I'll be back tomorrow morning, bright and early at 4 a.m. Central, to start the day with Elder Scrolls Online. And then tomorrow afternoon, I will come back with some more Guild Wars Reforged tomorrow afternoon. That is the plan, anyway. So stay tuned. We'll catch you then. Thanks for hanging out. Have fun if you're going to be playing this. And if not, tune in and watch the streams and catch the videos. And I'll see everybody next time.